No Usher today.
Welcome to Drip Mark, everybody. It seems like we already starting out with internet issues over here on this end, so hopefully we won't have the same problems we had a couple of weeks ago. How y'all ladies doing?
I'm good.
Good.
Woo. Ready to do this. I'm just so happy that we are celebrating Black Women's History Month. And
let's kick it off.
No sausage tonight, but that's okay.
Dang.
Because all the best breasts are here from the north, south, east, and west.
Facts. I think I have a little lag over here, but yes, thank you, Queen Mother of the Sweet Summer Cheerings. We are celebrating Black Women's History Month, and we got Celeste, aka Little Cersei, in the house, and we got Jamila, aka I'm selling barbecue. I don't know what that says. Wings.
Barbecue warlock plates.
We already starting with the nigga shit today. We already starting.
Immediate.
So before we get into it, serious moment. Before we get it all the way into it, I just wanted to give a shout out to the founder and the man who runs Black with No Chaser, CJ Lawrence. We are sending out love to him and his family, just to let our guests know he did lose his mom, and so that's why he is out today. And so we're gonna hold it down for him and the rest of the squad. And please, y'all send y'all love and your prayers for him and his family as they try to get through this difficult time. So with that underway, ladies, let's kick it off. And who wants to start talking about episode 10, Valar? Y'all know I'm not the best with these words. Morghulis.
Morghulis.
Okay, yes. CJ.
I see reading is not.
I sound like CJ when he was jacking up Jackie name.
Jackie girl.
Morghulis. Morghulis.
And he said it loud and strong too, so at least I let y'all know I knew I was gonna jack it up.
He's one of the people who do not
who's
care.
Gonna kick it off?
Queen Mother.
I'll start it. So so it starts right after the battle. Okay. Right after the battle from episode 9. We go to the next morning and we zoom in on the eye, and it's Tyrion's eye, and you see the bandage on his face because you know he got cut across his face, and he's hearing all these war sounds and stuff, and then he's back in the room, and then he wakes up, and who's staring him in the damn face? Master Pycelle, gloating, because now that Tywin is back, Tyrion has been demoted, and he's no longer the Hand of the King, so he doesn't have the big room. And all of his books are piled up all over the place. And he's on the bed. And Maester Pycelle is taking care of his wounds. Is that kosher? I don't think so.
That was all just very bogus. Like, why they do him like that? He was out there doing a good job for the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was putting on for the Lannisters. And they just threw him in a room with all his stuff. They at least had, gave him a little bandage or whatever. Somebody patched him up. But
dirty one. A dirty one.
Dirty one. It looked like an old sock. I'm like, come on. This is little Tyrion here.
You know what
they
treated Tyrion? They treated Tyrion like when a man gets married and the man moves into his new wife's house, and then the son who comes over on the weekend. That's how they treated Tyrion. They don't put him in the bed.
Like, you're not really the man of the house no more, so you need
to put him in the spare room.
Right.
A spare closet. That place was small. That was like New York apartment small.
As Master Pycelle said, he doesn't need that much room.
I was about to say, I get that he's little and everything, but come on, that's too on the nose. Like, give him a little bit more space.
Oh my goodness. So so that's where it starts. And like I said, Master Pycelle is leaning over him, and you see him all smiling with his old man grin. I'm like, wow.
He read
that is scary.
For filth.
Yeah. For real.
So
it's just a shame. So after that, quick.
I'm really having regular internet issues. I can't. Y'all are popping in and out for me.
Okay.
Dang. Okay, Celestial, we got you acting like TK today.
Hey, you in the TK spot. Something is bad about that spot first.
Comcast, you raggedy bitch. Okay. So then, as we move on from it, do we have anything else to say about Master Pycelle and Tyrion? Because he was just in there to taunt him, and that's what his whole thing was. Because Tyrion couldn't do anything at that point because he was, slashed up and hurt. So, anything else to say about that?
No, we already don't like and trust Pycelle. We already know he just wants to fangirl over Tywin, and he faking being old and raggedy. Like, we already know.
I mean, oh my God. I don't know who's the biggest faker, him or Littlefinger. Because Littlefinger is real, but he's fake. But Maester Pycelle, he's just low down, low vibrational fake. So
low vibrational fake? That's like the worst kind of fake. Like, I can't think of a lower level of fake.
Yeah.
Wait.
That's why I said it like that. So
it's prosthetic penises everywhere. Ain't none of them real. Except pie.
And that's why Daenerys
don't even have batteries.
But anyway, okay. So the next scene that goes on is in the throne room, and Tyrion riding his damn horse through the house. I just did the floors, Tywin. Why are you riding your damn horse in the house? I'm not cleaning that shit up. Okay.
Indoor horses.
I have a fun fact. A fun fact about the horse defecating on the floor.
Go ahead.
It actually happened on accident. It wasn't anything that was planned, so they just kept rolling with the footage. Yeah. It was totally not planned at all.
How can you really plan horse poop?
I mean,
horse usually kind of just
give them a little what is that stuff they used to give you when you needed to go before Pepto and all that? What was that? It was magnesium citrate. Yes.
Oh, I thought she was about to say castor oil. I'm like, how old are you?
Don't do it. So as Tywin enters the throne room, of course, Joffrey is on the throne and holding court, and Cersei is sitting right beside him. So Joffrey, in his little man way, declares, properly names Tywin as the king, the hand of the king, and has the pen handed to him on the pillow. So while they are at court, several things go on, including Littlefinger is awarded Harrenhal for making the bargain between the Tyrells and the Lannisters to come in and save King's Landing. Loras Tyrell, the Knight of the Flowers and Renly's lover, asks if they may join houses with his sister Margaery. So then we see Margaery in her full glory as the chameleon she is and has been taught to be by the OG.
Margaery was like lights, camera, action, boy. She was already,
yes,
she was already Sansa standing right there. She didn't care anything about it. She was just like, I'm about to be queen by the end of this.
The way she looked over at Sansa, though, she was like,
and Sansa was like, oh, they're gonna let me go now because I don't have to marry the king.
She was so happy.
Joke's on you, little baby.
Psych.
Yeah, joke's on you, little baby. You still stuck like Chuck without a fire truck. So yeah. And Margaery is oozing charm all over Joffrey. It's like, I've heard tales of your bravery and I've loved you from afar. I'm like, oh my God, how much bullshit can you shout, girl?
Haven't.
She was packing it on. I was like, girl.
Yeah.
But he was trying to serve it back with his little skeevy self. Like, I guess I've heard of your beauty too.
Yes, that was very skeezy. That was some skeezy shit. That skeezy Joffrey trying to act like he's romantic. That was worse than any other part of Joffrey. That was worse than him chickening out on the battlefield. Okay, talking about, did my mama say come in the house or what she say? Yeah, no, that just okay.
What need did she have of me? Was it urgent?
Right.
Now you want to go up in Margaery's boom boom. Okay, all right.
Oh God. Okay.
He does that though. Like whenever it's convenient for him, he try to start like following people's rules and stuff. Like they talking about you got this opportunity to marry Margaery now, and now he's all, but I took a vow.
You are not noble in any way, shape, or form. So please don't start acting like you trying to be right now, because you
right. You know you don't care nothing about their rules. You just sat here and lusted over this woman. You want to go ahead and marry her now and quit playing.
But look, like Tyrion said, Margaery was fine. Like she looked like she could throw a little bit. Like for real, she was cute.
Oh yeah, in a circle. She probably could. Oh, and then he just pop up and get out.
Hi, tall Tyrion.
Yeah, so
tall Tyrion. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but she
all right.
I guess you would say that between the two, Margaery was cute.
Between Margaery and Sansa? Margaery?
Yeah.
I mean, Sansa wasn't ugly, but Margaery, to me, her features were more.
If they had music videos, then Margaery would be in the music video.
Yeah.
Sansa would be the stagehand.
Yeah. Very much.
And Margaery would be the main girl.
Margaery would be she couldn't even get a cameo.
There's a big age difference at that point. So let's say Margaery is about 23 and Sansa is 14. And Joffrey is 17, 18.
Oh. Yeah. So Margaery will be Superhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Margaery equals
there you go.
All right.
So
hey, let's feels back. You good?
All right.
I just had to get on my phone because it just was not it didn't want to act right.
Okay.
So where are we?
About being in the throne room and everything that got bestowed on everybody, and Joffrey and Margaery having their first icky interaction.
Okay. They talk about how Littlefinger actually ended up with Harrenhal remember when Tyrion before had promised it to him, but he was bullshit.
Yeah.
But he actually got it.
Hold on. One real quick. Tall Tyrion said that Margaery is Black China and Sansa is Angela.
Oh, y'all wilding.
Wow.
It's accurate.
Yeah, I'd be offended if it wasn't accurate. Here's to you, tall Tyrion.
Good one.
Sorry, some of y'all in them cups, ain't it?
Oh, we do. No, because Celeste don't have no cup.
I got my cup.
Oh,
See, I made my whole thing.
And then he has a phonetic spelling of anal.
In my Van Gogh Starry Night cup.
That's such a country spelling of anal.
That's country.
We're talking about Tyrus. So he ain't from the city originally. He live in the city now, but he ain't from the city originally. So that's what's up.
You're right.
Have y'all talked about how Sansa initially looked and then what happened when she walked out of there?
Oh yes, you talking about when she was walking away happy? She had to do a cartwheel, boy. And it was like, no, you're not going.
I said, she learned how to play the game. She looked shook, and then she was celebrating, and then when Littlefinger rolled up on her, she switched that thing up and was like, "Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, such a tragedy."
Littlefinger said, "Oh, there's plenty he can do with you."
Okay, he had to let her know.
Okay.
So, are y'all ready to move on to Varys when he shows up?
Oh, it's always something when Varys shows up.
Varys is so shady, but I mean, you can't help but love it.
Right. I love his shade.
He always has the good lines.
Varys is Wendy Williams. Like you love to hate him and hate to love him.
As we continue to celebrate Black Women's History Month.
My favorite part. Oh, girl was pulling out all the stops. She was trying to, throw all of the things at him. She had not realized, sis, he's not looking for fish, boo. Matter of fact, he's not really looking for anything, boo.
Right.
And she went to go up under that cloak.
She was like,
he looked at her like, girl.
Like, there is no meat here. This is a vegetarian situation.
Not a vegetarian, just a vegetarian situation. Baby. That looks
but what she
you ordered tofu, not turkey sausage, tofu.
I was tripping because when she checked and realized there wasn't nothing going on down there, then she knew who he was. Like, can you imagine being known by your dicklessness? Like,
right?
Why you didn't know who he was until you checked and realized he had something going on now.
Amen.
It's a men.
Wait, say that again, Queen Mother.
Varys was recruiting Roz into his web of little birds, or into his nest of little birds, as a potential partner. And one of the things that he says to her is, when Littlefinger looks at you, he's a set of profitable hope. When I look at you, I see a potential partner. That's a big, that's a big difference.
That was my line when he said a good collection of profitable holes.
But the thing is, was Varys being serious? Because Varys knows how to talk a good game. Was he just telling Roz what she needed to hear?
I mean,
Varys is about the business now, because he's in the business of information, like a lot like Littlefinger, but very, very subtle, very underground. Nobody knows how he gets the information he gets.
Right.
Okay. Nobody knows how he gets the information from Essos. Knows how he knows what's going on over there and tells people over here. Well, I know what's going on. Well, because he has people coming into the bottom of the castle.
Okay.
And I'm sure he gets ravens.
Scared of Littlefinger. He was like, "You should be scared of Littlefinger."
So Leslie has a good question in the comments. He said, "Who would y'all rather work for?" I don't know. If I
As Eartha Kid says, I do not dream of work.
Right.
Happy Women's History.
If I had to pick one, I don't even know. I think Varys is not as. I was about to say I don't think he's as ruthless, but I don't even think I can say that.
I would rather work for Varys. I don't feel like it would be as disposable. To Littlefinger, everybody is disposable.
Right.
He doesn't care. Mm-hmm. Like he could care less.
But
can we not say the same thing about Varys? This is difficult.
How many people have been tortured and killed because of Varys?
True. True. I'm just gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna leave Leslie's comment right there. I'm not even gonna read it. I'm gonna just leave it right there.
Dang.
We talking about throwing strays this soon? We catching bullets this soon? Damn.
Get off our porch, Leslie.
Tell him he want to be in the comments throwing shade because it's Black Women's History Month.
Okay, don't do that.
He was not invited to come.
Your ass is gonna be back next week, Leslie. Okay.
All right, so let's talk about the next scene, which was Jaime and Brienne. Which y'all, this was the beginning of their little back and forth. Jaime's so
yeah,
he's trying to get her to punch.
He aggy, and I don't think he really wanted to hunch Brienne until he saw her with her swordplay now. But initially, I think he was just trying to get under her skin because he probably figured she wasn't looking for no peen. So he was trying to annoy her, I think.
Yeah. He definitely changed his outlook on Brienne once he saw her take those guys down. Mm-hmm. He was like,
fiddling on his nipples and such. He was like, Brienne.
Look at you go, girl.
That was that sword, girl.
Y'all got problems.
Look, Cersei can't do that.
Right. She brought out some feelings in Jaime, boy.
Listen.
I thought it was cool though how they at each other's throats the whole way, but then when it came down, when those other people came down the road, they immediately fell into the roles that they needed to be in without even to make eye contact.
No discussion, no nothing. They just fell right into it. That was very smart.
And it was really natural. Of course, it was really natural. They did good.
Oh, they wilding out. They wilding out in the comments. They wilding out. Oh God. Okay.
Comment.
Oh,
why is all
shit?
Who said that? Peter Mulatto.
Yes, Mulatto said.
Our people. Okay.
Woo, baby.
They violent.
And oh God.
So the thing is,
a white Britney crying. All right. So I'm not even touch that. So somebody tell me how they feel.
I'm trying to get back on track. It's not working.
How we feel about what?
How you feel about Rob throwing away his word for some poom poom?
I feel terrible about that. Why did he? I'm all for romance.
Okay, so that was a child's decision. He's supposed to be the king, and that was a child's decision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that
Jamila,
decision was made by the child part of it.
And he all arguing with his mama. Would you? I don't have to do it the way you and Dad did.
Well, he did shut her down though when she tried to call him reckless, and he was like, "I don't think you should be talking."
Right, you can't exactly call nobody reckless
after you let our main prisoner go. Yeah.
But see, this is when he needed a little Cersei mama, because Cersei would have smacked his tail and been like, "Nah,
you're
keeping your word.
You need to do this."
And then she would have had his fiance killed. Right.
But Mama did tell him Walter Frey ain't nobody to play with. Like, this ain't what you want to do, son.
But that's all she said.
Yeah.
She didn't act on it. Cersei would have killed your girl. She would have been.
I understand the severity of that warning.
That's fact.
All right. So in Kat trying to tell the story of how she met Ed or Ned, remember that she was with his older brother, the oldest brother that got killed with the father when they went down to King's Landing, and they wouldn't bow down to Aerys and killed them. Okay, and that's she wound up with Ned. So while she was familiar with the family in that way, he was the next son, so they had to make that match, and so they had to be friends first, obviously, and get to know each other. But then eventually she had to do her duty and started popping out them 5 children. So there you go. And that's what she was trying to relay to him, that yes, you don't right now, she might not be the most beautiful, but you must do these things to make, missions for the peace of the realm, okay, for the good of the realm. You're not thinking in a kingly manner. He was thinking with his dick. That's what he was doing. That plain and simple. Thinking with his dick.
I mean, but is that anything new or different?
Right. He said feet skeet.
She saw an off.
She kept her boots on.
Oh my goodness.
It was the amputation. That amputation had him hooked. It all went downhill from there.
Oh God.
Leslie said Rob chose
Unani overpowered.
A lot of men do that.
Yeah.
A lot of men do that.
He was making a child's decision when he should have been making a man decision. And that's all I'm gonna say.
So then we move over to Stannis, and we see the results of Stannis and the Red One. Well, Stannis losing this particular battle.
He was so sick. Stannis was like, Melisandre, you raggedy bitch. You told me I was going to win. And what is this? He was so sick of her.
I mean, he choked her up real quick. I was like, oh, snap.
I think she liked it. She liked it. She absolutely liked it.
She was like, you got turned on you? I'm mad he could choke her for longer than he could hit it.
Oh hell. You almost made me drop the phone. Oh hell. Oh, Stannis, bro.
Why? Why was that choke out so long? That was facts, y'all.
At least he can do some things long. I mean, take your wins where you can get them.
Oh man.
Oh Lord, y'all. Oh, y'all wilding. So she said a line to him that was interesting to me, because they did a lot of foreshadowing in this episode. And she said all these lines, and everything she said, but one thing was true. And it was just hilarious to me, because she told him what was going to happen. But he just, like, they don't listen in this show. They don't listen. Mm-hmm. He wanted to be mad about not winning the war, but she said, you're going to lose a lot. You're going to betray your men, your family, everybody you hold dear. And of course, we know, for those of us who have seen the rest of the show, what comes later. But Stannis and the Red Woman was a whole hot mess. And I'm still, Jamila, I'm still on you talking about some of the choke out lasted longer. I'm still there. I'm trying to recover.
Choke out lasted longer than that little teaspoon of pumps he had gave her that one.
Oh, God. Y'all, so while I gather and collect myself, somebody talk about Theon sitting up in there looking like a little biatch with them out there blowing the horns.
Oh, my goodness.
Theon, that's called biting off more than you can chew or choke. So Theon is a boy, and he shows that he's a boy. He continues to show us that he's a boy with no mind.
Yeah.
And he's mad, yelling at the it's almost like he's playing dress up. Like,
he had a little therapy breakthrough though for a minute, because he was like, everybody's trying to tell me, I should be so happy that my captors were nice to me. You're right, John. Not some BS. but you still
that was a good point. That was a good point. Yes. But you're still wrong, and you need to go home. Or take the black. Take the black.
So yeah.
Oh, that was funny when he was like,
Yeah.
"Well, you could take your ass out there to that wall. That'll save you. Like you'll be beyond the law."
And he was like, "For John to kill me."
Right. And this is probably the smartest Theon has ever spoken. Like, Jon would absolutely kill you if you took the black. He wouldn't care about you being a brother. Nah, bro.
Right.
So, yeah.
He had a whole meltdown up there. That mess was hilarious.
The first time I watched that, I died laughing at the end of his speech. Like, he was turned up to the max. Then he just got his.
He thought he was doing it, girl. Ain't it like that build up when somebody tell you, "Oh, girl, you're gonna be walking bow leg," and then they just conked his behind on the head.
By the end, he was just hollering. It wasn't even words no more. He was so
all of that build up for them to just be like, "Conk."
And you come out feeling like you had a tampon. Oh, yeah.
A Tic Tac. Like, what did you do? Like, bruh, you could have kept that. But,
a Tic Tac.
What the hell? Okay.
So, don't let us do this anymore.
Did you put it in yet? You did? You did?
Go back and get it.
It's in there? Like,
left, right, up, down, left, right, up, down. Oh, sorry.
Clumped him upside the head and was like, "We out." Like, they didn't even try to have his thing. It was so bad.
It was bad.
It was so bad.
And he was giving him, and you know what I was thinking? I didn't think it the first time I watched the episode, but of course I won't tell you how many times I rewatched the show, but one of my rewatches, Arella, I'm like, how does he know all their names? And he's been gone.
Right. He was
9 years. How do you know all their names? You don't know them.
You don't know them.
And they haven't been in Winterfell long enough for you to know. Right.
Name basis. Who are these?
Ain't nobody gonna name their kids after y'all.
Don't nobody know that you there. Don't nobody care that you there. They'll sing songs about us when Winterfell. Don't nobody know you fucking there.
If Delusions of Grandeur was a person, child.
Listen, he was. Yeah.
Oh,
so everybody was here. Willie
again, Theon showing. Yeah.
I mean,
again, Theon showing that he doesn't have any place in the. He really does not have a place in either at Winterfell.
Yeah, nowhere
anymore because he doesn't know him anymore.
Ain't nobody coming to see me.
Ain't nobody come to see me.
Y'all got me choking, Lord. Let me get my life together over here.
Oh my God.
I mean, and he really was believing it. So I just wanted Theon to have a moment because that poor baby.
But he didn't even know how to read the room. Do you not see him looking at you like he don't know how to read a room?
Nope.
No, not at all.
Everybody
and then the last stab, quite literally, was when he gutted Maester Lewin and left him there for dead. Yeah. And that was just mean. That was just fucking mean.
Okay. Yeah, that pissed me off.
I was upset.
Yeah. So
and after that he got conked over the head, and then they put the bag over his head and dragged his ass back on the boat, and they was gone.
Yeah.
All right, let's go home.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
It was like, it's 5 o'clock already. Okay, let's go.
He was like, I thought he had never shut up.
That junk was hilarious. Okay, so next we move to Varys coming to see was it Tyrion?
Tyrion.
Yeah, Tyrion.
Yeah. So he breaks it down to Tyrion. Look,
but hold on. But before you do that, when Varys got in there, ain't it like when you go to your auntie's house and she ain't the cleanest, and you sit down and you just like
it was looking like it was nice, nasty, and I missed it. He was being nice nasty.
He was being nice nasty. Varys was like, I don't
Varys was
want
clutching
to
his pearls like, I don't.
Pearls were
I don't
being
know about
clutched.
this.
That bougie aunt visited.
Varys was like, ooh, the ghetto.
Exactly. Like, Paris, come on now, because where you stay can't be much better. This is Westeros.
Yeah. Varys doesn't care about the. Yeah.
He was on a mission.
All right, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say he broke it down to Tyrion to let him know you ain't got no allies. Your daddy came back and saved the day. You ain't gonna be in no history books. Ain't nobody singing no songs about you. But I remember
tried to kill you.
Right, your sister sent oh boy to come do you. So like, I'm gonna take a step back. It's not you, it's me. Like, you know.
Like, I remember what you've done, but everybody else
I think we should take a break. I think we should be on break. You know, it was just a whole hot mess. Oh Lord. So what was
that so bad? But he still had one rider die. Yes, he did.
Listen, my lion, I will kill them all.
Wait, I need you to do the accent
memory.
He said, "My lion, I will kill them all." You didn't kill nobody.
Oh God.
So Shay trying to get him on one of TK's triple P plans that Pentos man. She was like, we can go to Pentos and we can live on
And Tyrion was like,
that P plan.
Like, I'm a G and I need to be here in the mix. What are you talking about?
Right, I can't go there. Are you going to leave? Right, that part messed me up because he got finished telling her how I belong here. These are my people. I'm this, I'm that. But then he becomes a little infant baby. Are you going to leave me?
And wait, and then when she said the little line about you are mine and I am yours, and he broke down crying.
Man.
She got a real G crying.
I'm like, give this man a teething ring or something.
But see how different he is though from the Tyrion that we met in season 1, who was drunk in a house of horrors at Winterfell. Like he didn't care about leading anything or having any type of insight into ruling, and now he's kind of transitioning into this political person. And it's more than just
enjoying it.
Ass and alcohol.
Right. He said that's what he's best at. That's really what he feels.
It is.
Like
he's growing up a little bit.
In no other kind of environment.
Wait, but what about when she said, you're terrible at this? Like, you got your ass beat. You got a big old scar across your face, bro. You really want to stay here and do this?
You're like, you're out here running in the battle? Who do you think you are?
It was so bad. I felt so bad for him, but he brought it back in.
So this part is probably one of the only times I really felt like Shay was more than a horse. Like she really, I felt like, I could be totally wrong. I felt like she kind of cared about him a little bit.
Yeah, I think she actually cared about it. I don't know if she always did, but it did feel like it in that moment.
Yeah.
The TK Wi-Fi situation has cursed this whole establishment.
I'm trying to tell you, because now any other time I wouldn't have had no problems.
No problem.
The ghost of TK.
Oh God. So we see a couple of scenes they kind of go through very quickly. We see Robin, old girl, get married. We see Khaleesi going to look for the dragons at the house of the
Undying.
Undying. I was about to say undead. The house of the Undying. They kind of rush through that. Excuse me.
House of the meth heads. Yeah.
Oh God, they do look like that. Oh,
yeah.
Oh no. Or he. It's only one of them, really, isn't it?
Right. He's like 14.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, So I'm not going there. So she walks around looking for her dragons. She gets in. It's creepy, and then they move on, and we see what's his name? I'm not gonna butcher his name, but you know who I'm talking about, the man with no face. I think that's what we call him.
Jack and Hagar.
Yeah, him, that guy. We see him with Arya, and Arya and her little crew has escaped, and he finds them, and they have a little conversation, and she's basically like, so where we going next? And he's like, well, you could come with me to Bravos. She's like, I can't do that. So he gives her the coin and tells her, basically, look me up. If you ever need me, I got you. Just give him this coin and tell him my new name.
Right.
So what do y'all? I just thought he was the coolest. Like, I really wanted to understand, because now, you know, we know what it is now, but at that point we really didn't understand how he was doing all of this. So I
didn't find them though, because that was their question too. How did he find us? Like, did he find
he was like mythical and magical to them, because
I mean, but look at who it was. It was Hot Pie, Arya, and Gendry. This ain't the Arya of season 8. Yeah, they were probably loud,
right?
Leaving nuts behind, like. I was Hot Pie complaining about not having no food. They were easily found.
So some of the important things of this scene, this was the first time that Jack and Hagar revealed.
I'm so sick of him and this man.
Leslie gonna cut up in the comments. He said, damn it, if I ain't gonna be on here, I'm gonna show my ass in the comments.
This is the definition of more than a whore.
She was more than a whore.
More than a whore. 2% more than a whore.
We sorry, Queen Mother of the Sweet Summer Cheerings. What were you saying?
Sorry, Queen Mother.
It's all right.
Blame it on Leslie. Blame it on Leslie.
I know. We'll look. He gonna get a straight bullet
wasn't out there getting sunburned, then he would be on here being silly too.
You know what? He's gonna come back looking like a. Gonna come back with no sunscreen on it, and you know what? I'm gonna be like
red and peeling.
Put some butter on it. That's fine. So now, what I was saying, this was the first mention of the actual faceless men when Jack and Hagar was talking about it. This is also when the title of the episode, Valar Morghulis, is actually said and exchanged.
That's Celestial.
And it is actually
that ain't right. Nope. I'm not saying it.
So there is an actual response that will come later on. So when you tell someone Valar Morghulis, they will respond Valar Dohaeris. Okay. And
Queen Mother, you the niggapedia tonight. You are a little fat.
Well, shit, somebody got to be. So, I mean, and you know, because she can't exchange it for nothing. You know, it has no value on this side of the world. It has no value in Westeros. It has value in Bravos. So if she wants to go there, all she got to do is show it to someone on the ship and say the words, and they'll let her on.
Did y'all peep how Arya said how she had to find everybody, and then she's like, and my sister, like she.
Right, like,
I gotta find my sister.
There was a pause, and she was reluctant. Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, and my sister, bitch. Yeah.
Right. Wait. Tyrus got something to say, y'all.
Yes, Leslie, and all niggas must deal with y'all. So whatever.
I mean, Tyrus, the truth is the truth.
Right. Your Wi-Fi is problematic and contagious.
So
she got it problematic.
after we see the scene with them, we get to this touching scene with the Maester and Bran and what's the little brother name that we don't know nothing about?
Rickon.
Little 2 episodes.
I'm horrible with names, but I know these little faces.
Rickon
and Bran and the Maester, and they find him under the tree. So y'all talk about that a little bit.
Well, we have to say goodbye.
It was quite the sad part is they came up out of the crypts because I guess they weren't hearing as much noise or whatever. And when they were coming up, everything was burnt and people were laying all through the courtyard dead where, they had been killed. And they were leaving out of the gate and they went to their private garden where the weirwood tree is. Remember, the weirwood tree is where all the truth is told.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway,
it can't be too far outside the stuff there.
Yeah.
The tree probably right outside the back door or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, quite literally. And the Maester is giving them directions to the Maester is giving them directions to go and make sure they dress warmly and go to the wall where Jon is. I should get to the north where Jon is. Jon ain't even fucking there. So I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. So
right.
It was sad.
But yes, that was sad.
I'm that person that cries
and he was talking,
and he didn't even want no milk of the poppy. He was just like, put me out.
He just looked at her sword. I was like, oh my God.
He was like, you know what to do. Just make it quick.
I don't want no milk of the poppy.
Yeah.
None of that mop.
I've been lingering too long. Yeah.
Now, so this next scene was so crazy because I did not understand, I didn't even pay attention or notice most of it until now rewatching it. So Khaleesi is inside of the house of the Undying. They magically brought her in and left Jorah. Is that the name? Get that right? Jorah outside.
And bodyguard
wandering through different rooms in this house, and they all look like something. If you really watching it the second time, you notice that first room that she goes into looks very familiar. We see that whole scene again. And then she kind of progresses through. It was almost like a This Is Your Life type thing. She went through these different somebody had a good question. I don't know if they've seen the whole thing. They said, so was that snow or ash? I don't know if we should answer that question.
No, we shouldn't.
No, we don't need to answer that question right now.
Okay.
That question will be answered later
on. Someone else asked the same question. We're going to leave that for y'all to find out. So it was almost like an episode of This Is Your Life. Every different room she goes through is something different that is either going to happen or has happened. And she sees her love, my boo thing, Khal Drogo. And Khal Drogo.
Wait. Can we pause right here? Because I got to show y'all my shirt.
What does this say? I thought I read it earlier. Now I forgot. Targaryen in the street.
Oh, God.
My shirt is
talking about.
Facts on facts on facts.
So you just like it rough. Just rough.
Dothraki in the sheets, but this wore this for this episode because he made an appearance. And I know that I love him. Okay.
Yeah.
Which Dothraki do you like, though? The one that Khaleesi taught or the Dothraki? Because they look.
No, it depends on the day. Probably both of them.
Oh God!
Depends on how you
TK.
Depends on how you.
Wait, okay. Let me put TK's comment back up there.
Wait a minute.
We already talked about this. We already talked about this.
Okay, JC, you got a couple of people asking where'd you get that shirt from, and Samantha says she's asking for the horse side. Oh Lord, Leslie trying to get us talking. Y'all definitely working at Littlefinger's brothel. I'm not doing this with him.
I'm not gonna be at the brothel.
I ain't gonna be at the brothel.
I was gonna make this shirt myself. Like I thought I made this up, but when I went to go Google it, this shirt already exists. Like you just get it on Amazon.
You said you can get it on Amazon.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
If you Google this phrase, you
And then when you wear it out, some big niggas gonna start following you. Gonna be like,
boy, I know a cow when I see one. You ain't.
Y'all are silly. So
I know a cow when I see one. Yes, girl. I'm gonna use that.
Okay, so yes, going through the rooms. We're back.
So she goes from that first room to the wall to call Drogo and the baby. And she
Emily. The Targaryen wants what the Targaryen wants.
Oh God.
I gotta go back to these comments and do a collection of these to make some more shirts.
That is hilarious. So she has a conversation with Carl Drogo, and it seems almost as if she could have gotten stuck there or stayed there. He wanted her to stay there, but she moves on and she ends up actually there in the room with her dragons, and the man who is I guess over the Undying chains her up. And so somebody take it from there and talk about that interaction.
That was all
so
weird.
Yeah, the main meth head shows up and she's looking at the children on the table. She looking at a baby on the table. I'm not fucking with y'all tonight, Tyrus. Get off. Go do some work or change. So as she has gone through these different rooms, and yes, she wanted to stay with Khal Drogo. And the last thing she recited before she left there was what the old witch told her, the witch that she burned in Drogo's funeral pyre, when the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, when the mountains blow away, So and then she had to move on because she had to go find her children. She kept hearing them. And when she found them, and they were on those thing chained up, and then all of a sudden these chains got on her wrist, and she was like, what's happening? Right. What's happening? And there were 3 of them around. And then it was like some kind of psychic connection with the 3 dragons. And they started, and little puffs of smoke started coming out. And say again.
I think they underestimated that those dragons. They really thought those dragons had no power yet. They weren't really afraid of them.
But he even said they're most powerful when they're with their mother, and it's like, okay, dummy, do you not think she's just gonna take these chains and be like, okay?
Right. That's what I was like. What was he expecting for them to do? Some kind of little demonstration, like show me your dragon fire party trick. No, you got to be on the grill.
Yeah. So yeah.
Talk about them fires was weak. They're babies. Don't talk about how small their fires were, okay?
Well, when she said Dracarys the first time, I was like, and then he did that little puff of smoke. I was like, well,
okay.
I don't think they're gonna be able to do that much, girl. But then they roasted his ass.
They did blow their budget though, because the fire that came from the dragon looked like, you know how you used to take like hairspray and a lighter?
Oh God. Oh God. It did look like that. It really did.
I was like, what in the Aquanet is going on here?
See,
They
yeah,
did a little bit better there, but they surely did cook him. And I thought for a second, I thought he was going to use some kind of magic and be like, aha, you burnt the fake one. But no, he burnt for real.
Or duplicated himself.
That's what I thought was weak, was the fact that she, on the first try, she got the real one. I was like,
yeah. He didn't have no fight.
Right, where are your reinforcements?
And that's how easy to be.
We got barbecue warlock plates on sale for $9.95. I'm gonna make Leslie of one of them go deliver them so they can get the hell out of here. French fries.
He was burning from the inside out. That's why it worked, because he had done so much meth. So there was already some chemicals to ignite the fire.
Wow. He started when it's the dragons, but then it maxed out at 10 when he took the mama and he found out. So there you go.
How she get back out? She don't even know how she got in there. How she get out? Ain't no door.
Right.
You done burnt the whole motherfucker. Know how to get in here.
That is very true. I didn't even think about that.
How you get out?
Let me ask. Let me ask. Do we want to finish with the Khaleesi and then go back up to end it, because it ended
we
up.
We can go ahead.
So we can finish all of this with Khaleesi and not go back and forth.
Yeah, let's finish.
Let's go ahead and finish that part. So after she gets released from the chains, she like, okay, let's go find that motherfucker that set all this off. So they roll up deep on him. He sleep in the bed with the girl that used to work for her that sold her out. Yeah. She wake up begging, oh, Khaleesi, my bad.
Khaleesi, please.
He told me you weren't going to make it out. So I figured I could just jump on his bandwagon and you know, make something happen for myself. So Khaleesi was like, yeah, come on, it's time for you to pay the Pied Piper. You know what it is. Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
So somebody take it from there, because this was funny to me.
I don't even
know. 32 cents left in his account.
So yeah, he this whole room for 32 cents. Yeah, that's about it. So he was all the duck sauce was all the big dog duck sauce was window dressing.
Wait, judge your mama. My Christmas tree gonna stay up till next year.
TK, your observations are so poignant and late. Her tree has been up the entire time.
Been up the whole time. This tree been up for months.
You know what?
And if they got the lights on, don't make me light it up.
Light it up, girl. Like a barbecue warlock. Light it on up.
Where the fuck is my vape pen? Because y'all gonna make me. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, I got it.
Overdraft, man.
So she wake them up, get them out of bed.
Oh my God.
Make them go to the vault because she was about to get that coin. Open the vault, and that bitch got an echo. It's like, hello. It's nothing in there, right? That was shady as hell. So all this time, he been straight up. He couldn't do nothing for nobody.
Ain't been liking Nigeria.
He wasn't nothing. He wasn't nothing.
I have been scammed as well, Khaleesi. I've been scammed as well.
See, John wasn't nothing.
Oh God! I thought we was gonna do better tonight. I did. I thought
you did.
How did you think that?
No.
Why?
I don't know why you even thought that. I don't even know why you thought that.
So he come up short when they go up to the vault, So Khaleesi was like, I tell you what, get your ass inside this vault. She made,
something in there now.
The home girl, they put them all in the vault and locked that
tree. Fuck you, I'm finna go light it up.
Light it up, girl. Light it up.
Oh my God.
Light it up around there now.
Y'all, she's lighting her Christmas tree up if you're just listening.
Oh God.
I'm lighting my Christmas tree up too, damn it.
Come on, do it.
Wait, what is this Leslie talking about?
Oh my God.
Oh Lord, y'all wilding on ladies' night. Y'all wilding. Hold up, my notes done timed out on me because y'all fooling around. Let's see here.
Oh
all
my God.
So the thing with John Coffee Duck Sauce.
Mm-hmm.
They were the Council of 13.
Mm-hmm.
That's what somebody called them about 3 weeks. John Coffee Duck Sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So that's is there. So they Council of 13. Then John Coffee Duck Sauce and Meth Head Marvin, the sorcerer, cut everybody, and it was just the Council of 2. And now it's the Council of 0 because now all the motherfuckers is dead. All right, so there you go. I don't know who's ruling the best city that ever was or will be, but the 13 is dead.
Oh, the best city that was and ever will be ain't got nobody.
Nobody. And apparently, John Coffee Duck Sauce's stuff was even fake. I didn't catch that until a later rewatch. That all that stuff in there.
He said looks real. That means he said looks real enough. But
that was fake too. Like he was fronting.
Oh,
they would have got nothing at the pawn shop for that.
Like I said,
he was out here flossing.
He was nothing but window dressing.
I didn't even catch that one, Lord.
And now
he probably had on raggedy drawers. He looked like he had raggedy drawers. He had holes in them and everything.
Oh, I was gonna say it, Leslie, but I didn't. I ain't say it. I was gonna say it, but I didn't do it.
Definitely Nigerian skin. That's the worst.
Oh, y'all horrible out here in these comment streets, Lord.
Oh my God.
They janking my tree.
So we're coming to the final stretch, the end of the show.
Yes.
Okay. We getting out. We back up there in the north. We out in the snow. Jon Snow is still a prisoner.
Yes.
He and Corrin Halfhand out there chained up. They taking on the man's raider, and Corwin lose his shit. He like, it's your fault, nigga. Like you couldn't take this bitch out, and now we up here chained up, and so he goes for it, and they decide let him duke it out, and then over to y'all.
I was emotional. Why was I so emotional this episode?
I don't know.
Like Corey died, I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me this episode.
Bye, Samantha.
But yeah, just Corrin basically sacrificing himself.
Right.
Yeah, that was sad.
Kill me so they don't kill both of us.
Yeah, so somebody got to go. I'm the old man, so I'll die. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling that. Because if I'm them that submission, then I probably talk myself out. You ain't been alive that long, so you can die. And that might be mercenary, but that's the kind of situation you in.
Oh, wait, mother.
I'm not eating my young. I'm not eating my young.
But it was pretty cool that even what's her name? What's the girl's name? Rose Leslie.
I know.
Egret.
Yeah.
Egret had respect. Like they had respect for Halfhand, even though he's dead. But they really had respect for him.
Whatever.
She got that internet. It is not her fault. We have already established that the poor internet connection is TK's fault always somehow.
It hit me at the beginning hard. I had to get on my phone.
It's making its rounds. It's making its rounds.
So TK, I got a shirt. I have to show you my shirt in a minute. So we gonna talk about that in a minute.
You got a bad internet.
So now let's go back to. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Queen Mother.
Oh no, yeah. I was just gonna say, and so now that it seems that Jon Snow has switched sides and has betrayed the crows, they're gonna take him in and they're gonna take him to Mance, and he's gonna be in with the Wildlings, and that's the start of Jon's Wildling life.
His face when he saw how many there were, he was like,
"Oh snap!
Y'all got a few people up here." Yeah.
And Ygritte's face was like, "Yeah, nigga. I told you. I told you we had that heat."
She should have mugged him in the head.
We roll deep like that. Yeah.
Right.
Cigarette.
So then we go over. Then we go over to the other side where they were, and we see Gren and Pip and Sam and Ed walking together.
And Sam is still talking about Gilly, whatever. Like,
yeah.
What the hell?
This motherfucker done smelt some draws, and
I think we all want somebody as obsessed with us.
No,
Sam
I don't
was.
want that. I don't want that.
I want it.
No.
I want it for about a week. Then it get on my nerves. Just give me a week.
Get on your damn nerves.
Right. Give me a week, and then I'll be like, okay.
So annoying. With her, I'm telling you.
But, so then they start hearing the horn, and they hear the first blast.
Yay!
Excuse me. All right.
Rangers.
Yeah. And then they hear the second blast.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, okay, maybe it's the Wildlings. Yeah. And then they hear the third blast. And
they're like, oh, shit.
Right. They completely shit themselves.
And they take off.
and they know Sam little chunky self can't run like that.
Yeah.
Leave him back there in the snowstorm.
Right. So
now Sam was like this.
Wait for me. His little coat blowing in the wind.
Wait, you guys. They was like, we out.
They didn't even look back though. They didn't even look
back.
They
did not look back. They wasn't like, Sam, you with us? They was out.
We got the same training. He got the same training we got. He better keep up.
Oh, Lord.
Like, if he dies, he dies.
Oh God.
I got them 3-2.
Oh God. Pete.
No, I got you one better, Pete. Y'all see that episode when Destiny's Child was on BET? I think it was 106 in Park. And
Lord.
You heard the mic. And they kept on. And they was getting it. That was the funniest.
A little bit, like,
they didn't even listen.
That's how they did Sam. That is how they did Sam.
They totally Michelle'd him. But
they did.
Sam got Michelle.
Wow, baby.
Oh. So he fall. Go ahead, Queen Mother.
So yeah, Sam's trying to run, and they done gone. And so remember when the March of the Dead is coming, it also brings a snowstorm. So they see the snowstorm coming, and they gone. He's trying to run, and the snowstorm starts overtaking him, and he jumps behind a rock, like put something down there. And he's just like, and they start coming around the rock. And then one of the dead that's on the horse stops right there by the rock, and you see this horse that's all chewed up, like somebody started eating on it because they was hungry. because they all skip those anyway. and the horse is all fucked up, and you see his jaw and everything. And then you see one of the leaders on top of the horse with his ice javelin, and he just looks at him like, ah! And makes that
not the sound effect screamer.
Do it again. Please do it again.
I can't shriek like that.
And look,
he made that sound.
And then we see yellow snow. Because Sam has surely urinated.
Surely.
Oh, poor Sam.
And then so they put the rest of the budget as shot so they could show you, the amount of whites and the White Walkers are moving toward the wall. And how is Sam gonna be behind that? I don't know. But that's another story for another time. That's next episode, next season, starting season 3 when more shit jump off. So
that was it for episode 10, my peeps.
Yes.
It was fun kicking it, having an all ladies night tonight.
Yes.
Someone made a comment back there.
No beans. No beans.
No
Just for JJ's, no beans.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you for the yeah. So let me show you. TK, I hope you're looking. This is my shirt. Oh. It says, "Sweet old lady," more like battle-tested warrior queen. Damn right.
That's what's up. Y'all got on that
damn right.
Y'all can't see mine. Well, and y'all know why.
Just
y'all know
up.
why.
Just lift it up. That's what I did. Lift it up.
That's all. It ain't even no. Something like that.
Oh Lord. But it's been real. So we come back next week, kicking off season 3.
Don't
the
start
regular crew will be back in full effect, hopefully.
Yeah.
And so we'll see y'all soon. Thank you, everyone who signs on with us every week. We love y'all. Y'all just do it up in the comments.
Y'all are great.
Yep, for sure.
We got to go through the comments and laugh at y'all because we didn't see everything. We know some shit went on in the comments.
Most definitely.
So y'all have a good night and a wonderful rest of your week. And how do we get out this motherfucker?
Bye. That was fun. That was fun. See y'all later. Oh.
Yep, let's see. How do I end it?